Please welcome Dev Patel. Looking great, looking slim and stylish and sexy.
Skinny
and
lanky and big-eared, yes.
Well, Dev, let me just ask you, how old are you, first of all?
18.
18 years old. Wow, how great to be 18. Imagine that.
I know, I've been growing this stubble for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Well, legally, you can drink and stuff here in the UK.
I can. Here in the UK, I can.
Yeah,
but I've been over promoting the film in LA, and I can't do anything.
Because it's 21 over there, isn't it?
21.
That must be weird. OK, Slumdog Millionaire. I've seen the movie. I saw it with my family. We all adored it. It's a great movie. Have you seen the film yet, ladies and gentlemen? What a charming, what a dramatic, what a moving and what a touching movie it is. Congratulations to you and the team behind it. And I saw you at the BAFTAs last week, of course. Yeah. A great night for the movie, for all of you. Awesome. You must be enjoying this moment. This success must be... It's
surreal. It's an amazing rollercoaster. I mean, I watch the BAFTAs year after year on TV, on my couch. And, you know, to just be there on the carpet and, I mean, everyone's chanting my name and...
Did you expect that? Did you expect...
I didn't. And then I was on the red carpet, right, and Sharon Stone was there. And I'd done an interview with Sharon Stone, me and Sharon Stone, and I was like, oh, my God, can somebody please slap me? And then the next minute I know, wallop, Sharon slaps me. And yeah, so, I mean, I got great...
So you said it out loud and she just...
Yeah, she just whooped me on live television.
She's nothing if not obliging. Just don't ask her to cross her legs when you're sitting opposite on the Eurostar. So that must be exciting. Were you there? Who were you there with? Who did you go along to the BAFTAs with?
I brought my whole posse, my mum, my dad and my sister.
Oh, yeah. How fantastic. And they must just be over the moon.
They must have loved it. Talking about Sharon, the pre-BAFTA party, I brought my mum along and I introduced her to Sharon and they talked for like 10 minutes and then she went telling the whole family that she talked to Sharon for half an hour and they're great friends. And we saw her at the after party and she's calling Sharon by her first name and like they're best of buddies and neighbours and things like that.
Oh, but that's so sweet. Well, your mum's just getting used to it, but at least that's your parents, I guess, did they encourage you to act? Did they support you in the acting?
Yeah, I was 16 and my mum saw this open audition in a newspaper while travelling to work. And she sort of dragged me down to it, and that's how I got into Skins.
So that was your first big job?
Yeah.
And had you, were you studying acting before that, or had you decided...
Oh, yeah, I was in school doing my GCSEs, and I took drama as another subject with, I think, 10 other subjects.
So you weren't at a proper drama school or anything?
No.
Wow, so what a lucky break, and obviously it was your talent that shone through, but lucky that Mum saw that advert.
Yeah.
Did she know what kind of show Skins was going to be before she took the...
Not really. Jane Ripley, the casting director, said in the last audition that it's a bit racy, and there might be a bit of strong language. And the next minute I know I'm watching it with my mum, my sister and the whole family. And I'm naked. I'm just naked.
Well, what was happening in the show at the time when... Obviously, that's a joke. But you... Because you did quite a lot of nude scenes, didn't you?
I did. I didn't really know how to approach that, really. I mean, one of my first scenes was with this... In the second series, I met this girl called Sketch, who's a new character, and my first scene with her was a naked scene. And so the first time I met her, I was on set, and we were both in our bathrobes, really nervous, and I was like, hi, Amy, I'm Dev. We're going to be getting naked now and doing the scene.
So you shouldn't sound that excited.
Yeah. I mean, that was me trying to be nervous.
I see. Yeah, okay.
It was a weird icebreaker.
yeah, that must be. Do you like watching yourself on screen? And if you know people are watching you naked, is that awkward for you?
Of course,
Okay, let's have a clip now, then.
No!
Let me ask you about Slumdog, because here's a movie which, from fairly inauspicious, fairly humble beginnings, has now become... It's a world beater. It's a huge film. How did that story come about for you? How did you get involved in that? And also, filming in India, what was that like?
So I stumbled into Skins, as you know, and so I was just doing that, didn't know where to go next, and Danny was casting the film, and he wanted an all-Indian cast, and he couldn't find that out there, because, to get into Bollywood, they got some great actors, but they were all really buff and butch.
Yeah, because they make the big... Well, singing and dancing is a big thing, of course, but at the same time, the action movies are big in Bollywood,
Yeah, and they've got to be able to whip off their tops and get under those waterfalls and do all those dance sequences and things like that. And obviously, my character's not that. He was struggling looking for the lead man, and then he came back to London, and his daughter was watching me on Skins, and she goes, Dad, why don't you give this boy a go? And they called up the Skins guys, and they're like, we hear you've got a boy called Dev Patel. could we give him a crack? And that's how I got into...
So it was just kind of a lucky coincidence, really,
yeah,
that she was...
yeah.
And presumably, when people are out there, I mean, do they know that you're from England? Is it, I mean, obviously not speaking the language is a big thing, but just the way you are, the way you carry yourself, is it kind of...
That was the hardest part, because, I mean, when I walked the streets, no matter what I wore, if I didn't wear... Even if I didn't wear a big, bright red Nike T-shirt, I would still stand out when I walked on the streets. I would still get weird looks, and I would just stand out. I had this aura about me that said I'm a foreigner.
Yeah. Why is it, you think? What was it?
I don't know. And then, so what I done was I called up Danny and I said, I'm not happy, and it's not going to turn out right, this character. Please get me down there for a week. So this was New Year's Eve. I went down, and literally I just walked the streets by my hotel and got lost and got a rickshaw back to the hotel. And I guess, I mean, Mumbai moves so fast. I mean, there's 20 million people in this city.
In that one city, it's incredible.
And it's so chaotic. But at the same time, everyone moves so slowly that there's this freedom there. And there's this sort of, you know, they're soaking up the sun and everyone's so relaxed. And to get that, you know, because when you're sometimes walking down the street in London, everyone's got their briefcases and they're on a mission to run to work, and you can't look at someone for too long in case you might offend them or something like that. And in India, you know, you can do anything. You can jaywalk, and it's just that sort of freedom. That,
and let me ask you what the food is like there, because I've never been to India, and I'd like to go. And over here, I love what we call Indian food, but I understand it's not quite the same as the food you would get in India itself, where, of course, it's just called food, but it's slightly different than the curries we get here, and so on. Is that correct?
I mean, here, these are the rubbish curries. Down there, when they've got, like, a vindaloo or something chili, it will burn a hole in your... Yeah, it's that bad.
How long were you in India for in total?
I think the shoot lasted for 4 months. It started.
It's a big chunk of your life. And did you like it? Would you go back there to stay? Would you ever like to live there, do you think?
I would. I mean, going there, I was really daunted. I guess because I was 17. I mean, I was coming from a small character in Skins and being thrown into this chaotic city and the lead character in a Danny Boyle film.
Yeah, big deal.
And it was a lot of pressure. And I mean, you just fall in love with it because, I mean, we're humans. And if you like humans, then you're going to love it there because there's just so many people there. And
what a lovely philosophy.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's simple, but it sort of makes sense. I mean, I went to the slums for the first time.
Now, what is that like? Are they, because you get the feeling, I mean, we only ever see them really on the news here, and I don't know whether we get the full story.
Yeah, on the news and on those sort of charity adverts, those ad adverts. I've got nothing against them, but I had this sort of preconceived notion that slums were in barren land, out in the middle of nowhere, and you see this malnourished, poor, sickly child, and you think that's what it's going to be like, and you generally pity them. And really, they don't want that, because generally in Mumbai, the slums, they call them colonies. I mean, I went to this one slum called Dharavi, which has a population of 2 million people. Each person in that slum can hold a vote, so they're very powerful, so they're not totally neglected. Obviously, they don't have the best sanitation facilities and things like that, but there's just overwhelming sense of community, and everyone knows everyone in that slum, and they're all working together like one big molecule to make their slum a more functional place. And they're survivors, you know. I mean,
so in a way, it must be quite a vibrant, exciting place to be, as well as there being, difficulties.
There's this beautiful, cheeky banter going on, you know, because everyone knows everyone. You see the kids teasing the adults when they're walking past, and it's really fun. Yeah.
Let me ask you about the movie itself. Some of the things in it. For a start, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which forms the kind of that is a big hit show in India as well.
It's massive. Yeah.
And that's not the host. The guy in the movie, it's Amitabh Bachchan who actually hosts it in India. I believe,
that guy's Anil Kapoor,
right, who's another very talented and well-known actor.
He is. He's massive. He can't walk the streets, and he says it really funny. Who wants to be a millionaire? And I'm like, Anil is a millionaire. Millionaire! Okay, we'll just leave him to it. But the actual real host is a guy called Amitabh Bachchan, and
he's kind of a movie star since the 60s.
No, he's a megastar, and he's the biggest star, and he can almost be a politician. And he goes on to host a game show, you know, a movie star. And people, what I heard was people would go on to be part of the audience and they'll just stare. And hopefully when he's doing his auto cues, he'd you know...
Look around.
Look, and, you know, click eye contact with these people and they'll think, God, Amitabh looked at me. I've got a blessing. And, so that's how, you know...
Hold on a second, let me just send a bit of blessing. Well, I'm exhausted now. I wish you hadn't made me do that. Let me ask you, obviously, I don't want to make you jinx yourself here, but how do you think the movie's going to do at the Oscars? Do you know? Because it's done so well up to now, and of course it's a whole different crowd voting there and watching it there. How's it gone down in the States? How do you think that will pan out when it comes to the award night itself?
I mean, it started off at the States. I mean, at one point, the film was going to go straight to DVD because Warner Independent folded.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, I mean, there was no hope. And then we took it to, like, the Toronto Film Festival and a few other film festivals in the States. And through word of mouth and people getting talking, it brought it to the attention of Fox Searchlight. And from there was just, there's this catalyst. And all of a sudden, it became the Slumdog Millionaire. And, I mean, I guess it's the generic sort of underdog story, which everyone wants to see a boy or a girl or whoever rise from nothing and achieve something amazing. And they really were taken to it, you know. And it was really different because, I mean, there's a lot of films that have come out this year, which I mean, they're amazing, brilliant performances.
It's been a terrific
but
year,
this is, but this is one of the ones which is uplifting, you know.
Yeah.
You
Well, you know, it's kind of, you're right, it's a human story, and there's, but also there are lovely characters and terrific performances in it, and everything just gels, and it really is a lovely, lovely movie. Congratulations! It's been an absolute joy having you on the show. How lovely to meet you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dev Patel. Thank you, Dev Patel.